Hello, Scorpio. This is your extended reading. And to my surprise, because if in the first part there was a lot of swords, and a lot of this angst inside, this tension and this resistance inside of me in regards to this love coming your way, I feel like this second part is something that although it is coming through as a really big wave of love, a tsunami of love, to overtake your small island of fear, I feel like there is a lot of um, buried thoughts and patterns and hardship and negative feelings that are just going to come through and are going to be cleansed, right? Because of this partnership. And I feel like maybe this is why you were resistant in the first part, because I feel like you were almost expecting all of these feelings of anger, of doubt, of fear to come up, right? And you were trying to hold back to them or try to hold them on and or try to hide them, right? Is the better word. Um but okay, so let's begin. We start off with the 8 of Swords and followed by the 7 of Swords. And curiously, the last card, which I'm just going to jump straight to it, is the 6 of Swords. So all of these are your energy. But do you see how they go from the 8 to the 7 to the 6, right? And so this is pointing me that for you, Scorpio, yes, there could be tons of resistance, a lot of uh you know just mixed feelings from past relationships that are just going around in your mind and making you doubt this new relationship that is coming your way. But I feel like slowly but surely they are just breaking apart. They are lessening. They are, going away because they are being transmuted, right? They're being released, right? Because if here with this 8 of Swords and also with the 7 of Swords, you are still trying to hold on to them or try to avoid them, and by avoiding them, you're just, multiplying them, right? Um, I feel like slowly you're going to give in to releasing and just allowing this weight of your world of your world, or maybe weight of your shoulder. But yeah, interestingly enough, it came weight of your world. So perhaps this is weighing not only in your mind or on your shoulder, but also in your whole world, in your whole perception of your reality, right? And so I feel like at some point you will finally break free from these negative thoughts that are constantly being fed by you, right? But I feel like this partnership is playing a crucial role in releasing this. So, as I said, this was your first card and this is your second card from this second part, okay? So we start off with a lot of trust issues, right? You are a person that is hard to, uh, you know, others, for others to enter your life and to gain your trust is really hard. And it's okay because you're in this protective mode, right? because I feel like, especially with this Seven of Swords, I feel like, yes, in the past you have had to, you know, clench up and just protect yourself, guard up. And so for a great deal in your life, for a great portion of your life, perhaps this was the only way you could feel safe, right? But I feel like there is so much shift coming to you because of this love connection, because after the Seven of Swords came, so I'm going to read these two and then these two. Okay, first came the Wheel of Fortune with the Two of Wands and the Queen of Cups with the Two of Pentacles. And so here, okay, so this is your dialogue with, well, the universe and with your partner, but also because it's a mirroring, right? I feel like what I'm getting through this reading is that in interacting with this partner that is coming your way, I feel like it's also a conversation with the universe. You know, the universe is paying attention and it's speaking through the words that come out of your partner's mouth, if you know what I mean, right? Yeah, I don't know how else to express that, but I feel like, you know, because these are, I don't know how to explain this in a way that makes sense, but hopefully I will. So these are the same conversation just happening simultaneously. One in a very energetic and, you know, dynamic kind of spiritual way. And this is your human interaction. This is your manifested conversation and way of dealing and talking and opening up to your partner. So here, the Wheel of Fortune with this Two of Wands, what is saying to me here is that although you have been trying to avoid, you know, this love connection, that perhaps avoid it by feeling how big it is, how it takes over you, right? How it just transforms you from within to the outer world, right? It's just something that you cannot control, is way above your control. And this is something that perhaps kills you in a way, right? It just puts you in a very uncomfortable position. But what this is saying to me is that this love connection was something that you wanted it for so long. This is a desire of yours with this Two of Wands. This is something that perhaps you have been wishing and asking and, you know, trying to envision it in a way that it comes to fruition, but also being very paradoxical by trying to avoid it when it's here and knocking on your door, right? But here, you know, this Wheel of Fortune is saying, it's time, it's now, it's here, receive it. What you wanted for so long. Just open your eyes and see what's in front of you, right? And so remember, this is the more subtle conversation that is going on while you are interacting with this other being, you know, the mirror to whatever message or higher message or, you know, broader message that the universe wants to highlight for you, right? That is something that you always wanted to live, always wanted to experience. And here it is, you know, with this Queen of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. And so to me today, this Two of Pentacles, because we have a lot of twos, right? We have the Two of Swords, which in the first part, which was the ending card of your first part, and was this melting down, this dissolution of your doubts about this partnership, right? And here is the air element, you know, and you know, this Wheel of Fortune bringing the fire element, the spiritual connection, the spiritual reminder that this has, you know, a higher purpose and something that is connected to a desire of yours that you have cried for, that you have wanted so badly, and perhaps you have forgotten, or you have tried to talk yourself out of wanting it because you have been afraid of, you know, burning yourself, right, with this fire, with this Two of Wands being the fire element. And here with this Two of Pentacles and you as this Queen of Cups, you know, the cups here is representing water, which is your element, but you're also a lot of fire, right, Scorpio? You have this intensity about yourself, you have this power about yourself that is very fiery. But here with this Two of Pentacles and this Queen of Cups is like the real manifestation, the concrete manifestation, you know, reality of your desire finally in front of you, happening in a very three-dimensional way, right? This you and the other, right? We have a lot of twos. We don't have the Two of Cups, although, you know, the first card to come through being the Lovers, you know, this is a higher frequency love. This is, you know, way beyond the Two of Cups. This is, you know, a higher love, right? You see, and it's very mirroring. It's like this mirroring soul that is just there for you to mirror your love back for you. And here, because you were coming through as this Queen of Cups, right? It's actually crucial that you understand that whatever truth is coming, whatever intensity that you thought you were carrying on your own, and that perhaps you didn't feel like you could find someone that could take on this intensity of yourself, and so you asked for the universe to break it down, to, you know, just lessen it, right? And they did, by dissolving it with another, right? By interacting with another that holds in themselves, you know, the same intensity, the same wave of love that you have inside yourself, and they're reminding you of your power to love. Do you see this, Scorpio? I mean, this really tangible partnership, you know, a real person in front of you, talking to you, looking at you, sharing their love with you in a very practical, human way, right? With this Two of Pentacles. I feel like you are slowly but surely remembering who you are, remembering the power that you hold within, your heart, right? And yes, it is very intense. Yes, it is very powerful. And you know it. But you are wise enough to know how to use it. And you have found, you know, because of all these twos, and because we have, you know, the Wheel of Fortune, we have Judgment, we have the Magician, we have the Lovers, all of these really strong and powerful energies just highlighting that, yes, it's supposed to feel intense. It's supposed to feel big. It's supposed to feel out of control, because it's a way bigger force than you can, with your limited human experience, try to control. But what the universe is saying is that you don't have to control to live it. You don't have to control to experience. You don't have to control it to express it, to share your love. right? And so here is where this Six of Swords comes ending this second part, which is so beautiful, because I feel like this is the realization for you, Scorpio, that you can let go of your control. And it doesn't mean that this will diminish your power. It's actually the opposite. By letting go of your control, by letting go of all of these negative thoughts, that overwhelm you with doubt and fear, you're also, expressing your power fully, right? Because you are just moving along with life. You're just flowing with all of this water, but also not all the water, because as I said, we have, all of these twos. Here we have all of these twos, the earth, the fire, the air, and the water. Here you have all of the elements, and you came with the magician, which knows how to use all of these elements. Do you see like how perfectly aligned? And now I'm understanding why I couldn't let go of this reading, because I was starting to question whether or not I should give up on these cards, right? In the first place, because I couldn't do the reading, right? For 5 days, these cards were just resisting me in a way, and I feel like you perhaps are doing with this love connection that is trying to come in all ways, right? And at some point you just let go of the control and just allow things to flow naturally, and the energy, because it feels like the energy cannot be held back. And if you try to hold it, if you try to stop it, if you try to control it, it's just going to be, it's going to be draining for you. It's going to drain out all of your energy. And so let's wait for the helicopter. Sorry about that, Scorpio, if I'm being also too intense on you. I'm just like, this energy is just like going through me right now, right? So I feel like it's also guidance for you in a way, because once you allow the movement to happen naturally, whatever has to come out is going to come out. Whatever feelings of anger, of angst, of fear, of dread, of sorrow, or of sadness, whatever it is, it has to come out of you for you to, be released and move on, right? And so let's see, after all of this, what the runes want to add as a final guidance to this message, Scorpio. Okay, this is interesting. So the rune that came through was Venus, and I feel like Venus never showed up in a reading before, here at least. But it's interesting because, as I said in the beginning of the first part, if you haven't watched it, watch it, because I talked about how this full moon that is happening today as I'm recording this. So there's a full moon in Aries going on with a very impactful presence of Mars and Pluto, which are both very masculine powers, right? Which both rule Scorpio. And here, with this Venus coming through as a final guidance, is okay. So it's coming through a lot of messages right now. First of all, this balance between all of this anger, all of this strength, all of this masculine and active power that perhaps you have had to embody to survive and to defend yourself from, you know, the sharp reality around you. Yes, it's good that you know that, but now it's also time to embody this feminine energy, this receptive energy, this openness, this allowance to just receive love, right? And Venus is also a very sensual and sexual energy. And so I feel like here is a reminder that you could also channel all of this masculine power, all of your intensity, but, you know, bridging the gap between the feminine and the masculine, you know, through your sexual expression, in a way, through your sensual expression, through, you know, the embodiment of all of this intensity in a very so the way that I'm receiving the word that I'm getting, and I'm blushing just to think of it, it's just in a sexy way, you know, being a sexy human being that, you know, can embody and can dare to be sensual, can dare to be very active but also receptive, you know, and how love can also come into play within this mix, right? Something is not in detriment of the other, right? One thing doesn't diminishes the other, right? Love and sex can, you know, be bridged together. And this is what I'm getting with this Venus. I feel like it's this tenderness, it's this gentleness, it's this sweetness and the kindness that it's going to come in, allowing you to receive all of these good things, all of these good feelings from a love connection, but also one that can, you know, communicate and, you know, be this vessel to express all of your intensity, all of your sensuality. Okay, Scorpio, so wow, this was a reading that I was not expecting, especially this part, but it is what it is, right? I hope it was helpful to you. I hope it makes sense to you. If it resonated, I am really glad. Thank you for being here with me. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.